views, like the main camera view where you can see the what picture you're going to take, and once you click on the button it goes to the preview view where you can see what picture you've taken. And to actually this part, the camera part here, is all you need to do in QML to actually have a rectangle with the image from the camera, and you can set some properties like what capture resolution you're going to use. If you want the flash to be enabled automatically, or if you want it always enabled, always disabled, the white balance, exposure, all that you can, tweak. And then this is an event we're listening on. So when an image is captured, we change the state of the UI to photo preview instead of photo capture. And I don't know if you recall, but we used this property in the main page to show the button or not, like the share button. It's actually a property up here. Here you see we declare a Boolean property that starts at false, and once the image from the camera is actually saved, we put it to true. So that's when we know that we can share the image. Anyways, so that's pretty much it for the QML part. So you can see that it's pretty easy to declare a full-fledged application in like, I don't know, 100 lines of QML. But what's interesting for us is the logic behind that. And the logic is going to be made in Python. So I'm just going to show you how we bind QML to Python. Let me check. Yeah, it's probably in the main.qml. Yeah, that's it. This one. There you go. So I'm just going to open a new tab with the Python code for the project. There you go. So this is the Python code for the same project. When you launch the application, what you launch is actually the Python code and not the QML code, because you can't really launch QML. First things we do is that we declare Q application, which is the basic Qt application. Then we create a Q declarative view, which will interpret the QML and render it to the screen and everything. Here you can see that we instantiate a new object called MTL-Py-Publisher. I'll get into the details of this later. Then this part is just to enable OpenGL acceleration for the QML part, which is to make it look nicer and faster. This is the important part where we bind the publisher object we created here to a property called publisher inside the view we created earlier. So what that does is it will allow the QML part to access the Python object we just declared here, we instantiate here, which is interesting because then we can call methods of this Python object from QML, and then we just set the main source for our view, which is the main.qml that I showed earlier, and then we exec the application. So at the end of this, the application runs and you can interact with it. So now I'll get into details of the how is it called? MTL-Py-Publisher object. So it's just on top of this, I declare this MTL-Py-Publisher object, which inherits a basic Q object. As you can see, there's not much code in the init part. That's okay. The interesting part for us will be this part, where we declare a queued slot, which is usually what gets like an event. It's called publish, and it gets a string. So as you can see, the method gets itself because it's an object, and the string is path. So what we get from the QML part is the path of the picture that has just been taken. And as you can see, we use a Python imaging library to open this image and the overlay image that we previously put in the application. And we use a bunch of code that I'll show you later to actually put the Montreal-Python logo on top of the image we just took. Then we're gonna save that image to a temporary path and actually publish it to the Montreal-Python website. And it's all like on top of this. So as you can see, I didn't write that code, the watermarking code. I just took it from this site. And then this part, the publish to MTLPy, I did myself using urllib2. So it's pretty much straightforward Python code. There's nothing really complicated about it. So I guess I'll show you the application now. Just one last thing about it is that, as you can see here, we bind the clicked property of the tool item, and we just check that the file is actually ready to be published, and if so, we call the publish method on the publisher object that we passed from Python with the main page.file path, which holds the path for the image. So let me just go. Okay. So this is my phone. Oops. That's working. So I installed the application already. Oops. So as you can see, it's here. I made a nice icon for it. There's actually a tool that generates icons. So it's pretty easy. So I'm just going to launch it. It's not the fastest launching application on that phone because I guess Python is not the fastest language for that phone. But anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of you guys. If you could all smile. There you go. So as you can see, as I was telling before, oops, there's the 3 buttons I was talking about. The back button that you can see now because I'm in preview mode. This share button that's available because the picture has been saved. And this button is useless in that context, but anyways. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click the share button. So when I click it, it just it runs through the Python code that we saw just before. And now we're going to check if it actually uploaded anything. Hold on. that's.
Planet Python is aware.
So you can also find it on Montreal-Python directly. Okay. So as you can see, it did watermark the picture with the Montreal-Python logo, and it just uploaded it to this web server. So that was pretty easy, I think. Don't you think? Yeah. So it's really great because you can use all the power of the Python library as long as the particular Python library that you want to use is packaged for the platform you're targeting. On the N9, there's a fair amount of Python libraries packaged inside it. If you want, I can just show you. Hold on. There you go. Just get rid of that. Right. I had a question here. Is apt-get by default on the N9? It is the main packaging system for the N9. So yeah. So as you can see, there's a fair amount of Python libraries that will enable you to do pretty much anything, I guess. I just used Python imaging and urllib2 in this case, but you could use a lot of them, and you can access through PySide. You can access all the features of the phone, like the sensors, what else? The camera, like pretty much anything. That's pretty much it. Just gonna put up the link for the source. It's on Gitorious. So if you wanna hack this this presentation, you can. Yes. There it is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry I won't be able to get into details on how to set up a PySide project and how you build it, deploy it to the phone, but it's a pretty simple process where you have a command line interface that enables you to create a project template and then just build it. After that, you just have to copy the deb over to the phone and just install it on the phone as you would do with a regular like Ubuntu system, for example. So that's it, I guess. I don't know if we have any time for questions. I guess not. No. So no questions.
So just one.
Yeah, I'll be at the Benelux if you have any questions.
And one final comment. So if you want to try this out on a phone, if you come to Random Hacks or Finance, I'm giving away the blue one to, I don't know, the most helpful humanitarian hacker.
Before we go, I'd like to invite John Gossett to come up, talk, one of our sponsors. Quickly talk about this.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to be very quick. My name is John Gossett. I'm the Director of Training at Center for Linux. And just an announcement we'd like to make is that we have an opening for Python web developer / consultant right now. We're going to put a link up on the Montreal-Python blog. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. It's pretty simple. We're looking for Python web developers. Please come and talk to me or go on our website. The link will be on the blog, and we have all the information there. All right? Thank you. Thanks, John.
OK, ben ça amène notre soirée à une fin.